10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
BD to Z Victor 1.
Z Victor 1?
Position, please.
On watch, Pinks Lane and 4 Lane ends.
Go to motorway approach. Assist RTA. Suspicious circumstances.
Z Victor 1, Wilco.
Message time 16 to 2 hours.
Trouble?
Just ask him.
You all right, sir?
I've got an ambulance coming.
Right.
What's the mystery?
Seen his windscreen, have you?
Smashed.
Right.
What did it, a stone?
Bullet.
You what?
The ambulance will be here in a minute, sir.
I'm all right. You see, I thought it was just a stone coming off the road like.
All right. Wasn't it a stone?
Someone fired a shot at him.
No.
But why?
With a rifle.
That's what I don't understand. What?
A rifle?
That's what they say.
I'll come out too.
Right.
Got forensic on the job yet?
Bert's doing it now.
Forensic, yeah. This is Lynch, Newtown. I'm speaking for Detective Sergeant Stone. Yeah, we had an RTA on the motorway approach here. They found a rifle bullet embedded in the seat. Got that? Right. Forensics on their way.
Good.
You got out as well, sir?
I am.
Oh, this is a new one to me, Sarge. Firing rifles at cars.
Yeah, one of two things. Either a grudge or another.
Well, do you know anybody who might want to harm you, sir?
No. Why? Do you think...
No, I'm just trying to put it all together.
Nobody at all?
No.
You don't sound too sure.
No. Definitely.
Well, I say, Joe.
I'm okay, you know. I'm not hurt. I don't need to go to hospital.
You need a couple of stitches in that cut.
No, I'd rather not.
You have no choice, sir. It's more than our life's worth to let you go home now. Anyway, I wouldn't grumble. You're lucky to be alive.
Okay, Joe.
Okay, sir, in you get.
Where's the bullet?
Under the back seat.
There. How do you know it was a bullet?
The patrolman pulled it out a bit.
You what? You ought to know better than that.
You can't blame him, sir. He couldn't believe it till he got a good look at it.
Well,
Well, it's our job now anyway. Could be a 2-2, it's got the range.
Well, it'll be gone now, whoever he is.
Yeah.
Skinner, get out there, find any possible vantage points. Then look around for spent cartridge cases, anything. We'll join you in a minute.
What's up? Take them with him if he's got any sense.
Do you think he has got any sense? Doing a thing like that? Well, whoever he is, he's a nutcase.
Might not be. Might be personal.
It's the last way to kill anybody, this. There's no guarantee of success. Murderers are make-sure merchants. They want to do it once and for all.
In that case, we better have a word with Mr. Leakey, haven't we? Just in case.
Yeah. You do it, Tom, will you? I'll stay here.
Anybody, Mr. Leakey? Anybody at all with any...
Dr. Partridge to maternity, please. Dr. Partridge to maternity.
Anybody with any reason, however petty, however stupid, however unlikely?
Nobody.
This is strictly confidential, Mr. Leakey.
No, there's nothing.
Cigarette?
Oh, thanks.
You know, it's a funny thing in our job. We're a bit like doctors. Nothing surprises us. Been the game too long for surprises. We understand human situations. Men of the world have to be. And we honor our word. Now, nobody would hear of your evidence to me, if there is any, if I could possibly help it.
No, there's nothing.
Of course, if it is a grudge, he could try again.
You think so?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? Tried once, missed you, missed killing you. Try again. Next time we try, make sure. If there is anybody trying. Now, is there anybody, Mr. Leakey? Anybody at all with a reason? Right now.
Absolutely confidential. I mean, really? Well, you see...
I'll call it off. Any further, he couldn't see the road. Of course, we could easily have missed it, but...
He's cunning, this fella.
He's a nutter.
Do you think so, sir?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Bannion.
In there.
Stop.
Right.
Mr. Bannion? Jock Bannion?
What can I do for you?
Police. Detective Sergeant Stone.
All right.
Can you spare a minute?
About what?
Well, it's a personal matter if you think we won't be disturbed here.
Personal?
That's right.
You won't be disturbed now. I'm busy. What is it?
Well, it's a bit delicate.
No, I gathered that. Well, don't worry about that. Just tell me what's wrong. It's not my wife, is it? It's not Jenny.
Yes and no.
She's not hurt, is she?
Not to my knowledge, no.
What do you mean, yes or no?
Where were you this afternoon, Mr. Bannion? Around about 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock? I was here on the site.
Oh, good. Then you'll have witnesses.
Ah, yeah. No, wait a minute. No, I tell a lie. I didn't get back here until 4:15.
Didn't you?
No.
So where were you at 4 o'clock exactly?
What's the point of all these questions?
All in good time. Where were you?
I was in my car on the way back from Manchester. I'd been to head office.
The motorway?
Aye, of course. It's the quickest way.
Came off on the approach road to the turntable roundabout?
It's the quickest way.
Anybody in the car with you?
No.
I see.
Look, what's the point of all this?
It's about a man called Norman Leakey.
What about him?
He was nearly killed this afternoon.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Sorry that he wasn't, you mean?
Eh?
I understand there's been a bit of difficulty between you?
Well, if you mean by difficulty the fact that I told him I'd smash him up if he didn't stop chasing my wife, aye, there has been.
And you told him this in public, eh?
Aye, in a lounge bar. He was sitting there with my wife. What would you have done if it had been your wife, eh?
I haven't got a wife. And you can't threaten people with assault in this country, even if you have. It's an offense.
What happened to Leakey, anyway?
Somebody took a shot at him.
Oh, pity they missed.
His car crashed. Could have been killed.
Hey, wait a minute. You're serious, aren't you? And you think that I...
Not yet. Don't know enough yet.
Ooh, you are serious. This really happened, eh?
Were you in the army, Mr. Bannion?
The Argylls, why?
Good shot, were you?
Oh, now, come on.
But you can use a rifle.
Of course I can use a rifle. What man of my age can I?
All right. Got all the relevant times in your statement. If there's anything else I want to know, I'll get in touch.
Well, what else do you want? My address?
We have that. But you won't do anything silly, will you? Like going away and not telling us?
It was that tartan merchant Leakey who put you onto me. He saw a chance of doing me a bit of no good, and you believed, and you're as mad as he is. Well, I'll smash his face in. That's what I'll do.
No, you won't. Not unless you want to get into bigger trouble.
Well?
It's hard to say more. It's a 2-2, all right. Judging from the angle it went in, somewhere over there. 200-300 yards.
Yes, we looked over there. There's nothing.
Possibly it ricocheted, but I don't think so. We'll check the rifling for you. Never know, might find the weapon.
Oh, thanks.
I'll let you have me full report in a couple hours.
Good. All right, Skinner. Back to the station. Sir.
Sure, I know Jock Bannion. We've had him in here. What for? Drunken disorderly, assault.
Assault?
Booze with him usually, Tom.
Is he violent then?
With his fists and his feet, yes.
Think he could do it?
Well, a fellow might do anything if he thought a fellow was trying it on with his wife, but I think he'd beat the living daylights out of Leakey, not far at long distance. That takes a cold thinking kind of a man. Jock Bannion's anything but.
Just the same. Plenty of motive, no alibi. I have to consider it.
Oh, sure. You have to consider it.
Stones. Newtown Police. Hang on.
Newtown Police? A disturbance?
Here she is. If you want her, take her.
Let me go, you big bug.
I don't want her.
Tell him to go to El Norman. Tell him you love me.
No. My wife. Please go away.
You should have thought about your wife before you started chasing mine.
Go away.
In me own good time.
Norman, you do love me, you do, don't you?
Shut your trap, you rotten tart!
Oh!
Don't you hit her again.
Are you going to stop me? You?
Look, why don't you just go?
Not until I've made you crawl, son, in front of your neighbors.
But I've just come from the hospital. I can't fight you. My head, it's just been stitched.
Oh, it's not your head I'm going to touch.
Don't you touch me.
I'm going to thrash your backside for you.
No, John.
Don't you touch me.
Tell him the coppers that I fired at you with a rifle. I wouldn't have missed, by God. And that's for taking me away to cheap public houses.
Oh, they weren't cheap. He always took me to nice places.
Go!
Oh, let him go!
And that's for taking her to Blackpool last weekend. And that's for what you did when you got there.
What's all this, then?
Ask him.
Walter?
Nothing.
Leave me alone.
That's funny. Looks like a case of assault to me. Well, anybody tell me what happened?
Aye, I can tell you. My husband here, he whipped Norman with his belt.
Oh, he did he? Come on, then. Get up. You'll be all right. I'm all right. Thanks. Name?
You go to hell.
Name.
Jock Banyan.
Right, get in the car.
You put me there.
Let go of me, you little... Get there. Get those things off me.
Come on, other one.
Get, you great thugs.
Right, in the car.
Oh, you don't have to do that. Leave my husband alone.
All right,
Come
let
on.
me be.
Not gonna
Don't push. I'll get in your car.
Right, get around the other side.
Your business. Let me go. You have your rifle. Oh, all right, all right.
Right, we'll be back later for a statement.
And you tell us that all you were doing was going over there to talk to Leakey and it got out of hand.
Aye, that's right.
And you then assaulted him.
He deserved it.
Never mind what he deserved. You do have a rifle.
No.
Leakey took your wife out.
Aye.
And you threatened him.
Aye.
But he did it again after you threatened him.
Aye.
So you decided to stop him once and for all.
No.
Look, tell us what happened. How you did it. Now, come on, save everybody a lot of bother. You might cop a lighter sentence. Juries are apt to be a bit sympathetic in cases like this.
Luke, I did not do it.
You might have killed him. As Sergeant Stone says, a lot depends on whether you try to help us.
What, by putting myself right in it?
I'm told you're a very good shot with a rifle.
You learnt it in the army, didn't you? And you put that knowledge to good use this afternoon. You got in a rage, you took your gun, you went out and you took a shot at him. Is that what happened?
No.
When are you gonna let me out of here, you rotten, lousy copper?
Love, you talk like that, we might never let you out.
Look, I didn't out. It weren't me. It was me fella, not me. I didn't out.
Assaulted two police officers, it says here.
What was I supposed to do when they were setting into me fella? I couldn't stand by and let them flatten
You
it.
were having a go at him yourself a couple of minutes before.
Well, I can, can't I? He belongs to me. So let me out of this place.
Just shut up and wait over there. He's in enough trouble as it is.
Well, what's all the bother about anyway? My Jock just comes home in a paddock, grabs me by the ear and yanks me over to Norman's place.
We didn't tell you what happened then.
He never tells me nothing. Him?
Is the interview room empty, Sarge?
Yes, it is.
Right, Mr. Leakey.
Mr. Leakey. Mr. Leakey?
What?
You'll be wanting to make your statement, sir.
Well,
Now, look, sir, what we want is just a plain, factual description of what happened down there. You just give it to PC Skinner here, and sign it, then we won't need to detain you more than a few minutes.
Well, if I have to, I
Oh, you have to, yes. There might be a very serious charge pending.
Oh, well...
You have no option. Just exactly what happened.
Through there, Mr. Leakey.
Jenny.
No, it's this way, sir.
Jenny. It's not my fault.
It is, you
Well,
know.
He came over and started it. I didn't.
Go with the officer, Mr. Leakey, if you please.
I can't do anything about this. It's his fault.
Mr. Leakey, this way.
No, look, Jenny, listen.
I've done listening to you. You're down here to give word against him, aren't you?
Well, you saw him. He did attack me.
Attack? You call that an attack? More like a spanking.
He humiliated me. He made me look a fool in my own
You're
street.
not doing
in
any
front of-
good, sir. Let's get it over with.
Just a minute. You do see, don't you, Jen? I've got no choice. He started all this.
In front of your neighbours?
Yes.
And your wife?
Mr. Leakey, please.
It upset her, you know.
Oh, she's leaving you, is she? I know her sort. All tears and punishment.
She's all right.
Oh, no, she isn't. Oh, you wouldn't have come to me.
Look, don't go on about it.
What? You ashamed of me now? Well, are you?
No, of course not. But it was a mistake.
Oh, it was a mistake now.
Sir.
Oh, go on in and make your statement. That's all you're good for.
I'll only tell the truth.
Whose truth? Theirs?
Skinner.
Sir, please.
Oh, all right.
Ooh, I like a fella to be a fella, not a shirt lap.
Then you should have stuck to Jock.
Who says I'm not?
Jenny.
What?
Jock was in the army, wasn't he?
Who wasn't?
A lot of fellas brought souvenirs with them home when they were demobbed.
What's that got to do with anything?
Did Jock?
There's a gun in the shed.
The shed?
Down the garden.
Is there now?
Here! What's all this about? Here! What the hell?
Right, you tell him.
You have a rifle in the shed in the garden, your wife says.
Stupid slut.
That'll be all, sir.
That'll be all, thank you, Sergeant. Quilly, you heard that? Sir. Go and fetch the weapon, please.
Yes, sir.
Aren't you better tell us all about it?
I tell you, I did not do it. Why should I kill a man for that?
You assaulted a man for that?
That's not the same as killing a man.
No, it isn't.
Look, what's the use? You didn't believe me, do you?
No.